Howdy, everybody. It's Cheri. I am in the craft camper. It is August 15th. What the heck? You guys, okay, I'm gonna get a little crisscross applesauce. Hold on. I'm gonna get comfortable. I got my coffee. How y'all doing? When you're hopping on, say hi. Tell me where you're watching from. I'll see who all's here in just a second. Okay, first off, this is not sponsored by Solid Ground Coffee. Is it called Solid Ground Coffee? I made a little banner, guys. Hold on. I made a little banner right before. There we go. I have to tell you, this is my new favorite, though. I need to talk to this gentleman, though, because maybe he can sponsor us. But it's so good. And I brought it out here because I want to read this to you. It's called Columbia Caturra Castillo is what it's called. And I got the dark. You can get whatever roast you want. I got the dark, but it's not chewy or bitter. It's like super smooth. And I got it ground, but you can get whole bean too. 12 ounces. Check it out, guys. Solid Ground Coffee. It's really, really good. So in honor of Solid Ground Coffee, I'm going to take a sip here. Hold on. Take that off there. solidgroundcoffee.com. We're going to take a sip. Do you have a beverage? Does everybody have a beverage? Okay. Let me see who else here. Kim, I think you're always like the first one here. I think we need to give Kim an award because I think you're almost always the first one here. Thank you for being here, Kim in Poughkeepsie, New York. How are you? It is good. It is so good. It's so hot though. Kate Frank has a question right away. Do you have a display stand you recommend for the knitted hats? I did not until I did this pitch thing, Kate. And then I decided I did a lot of searching. I know some people use like the faux heads, like the wig stands or whatever. And this is what I ended up doing. This one's all wonka donka. Hold on, let me get it adjusted and I'll show you. I ended up doing this for my display. What did I do? Sandy, I'm so sorry. I don't know what I did. Oh my gosh. For my Sandy's gonna be like, I'm not going on video, Cheri. I'm gonna make sure. So this is what I ended up doing. I have this one. I have this one. I don't know why I'm yelling at you, Kate. This one's smaller, so you can't like see the base, if that makes sense. But this is what they are. They are embroidery hoops with the E6000. I think that's what it's called, right, guys? E6000 glue on candle stands that I got on clearance at the Walmart. So it's like a set of candle stands. I have another thing of them. Hold on. I will show you. They're back here. I have them. This is what it looks like. And it has the price tag. So I glued them onto, and they're like 3 different sizes. Obviously, they're not in the right order in my little thing here. But it was $12.50. But I think Mr. Bant said that they were on clearance, like they were $9 now. Because he asked me if I wanted more of them. So I don't know if your Walmart has these tapered, like, candlestick. But they're really nice because they have a no slip on them. Like on the bottom. So I don't know. A little price. If you want something less expensive, I don't know if there's an option. But it works. The only thing I will tell you is I've never used the E6000 glue before. And you need to make sure you do it ahead of time so it can like vent out because it stinks. Guys, that stuff stinks. It stinks bad. I thought it did. Anyway, so I really like that. The other tip I have for this is these are very inexpensive. I think they're 6-inch. I think I found the 6-inch work the best. Let me see if that's what they are. I think that's what they are. I don't think they're 4. Hold on. But you have to make sure you sand them a little bit because a lot of times the inexpensive embroidery hoops, yeah, they're 6-inch hoops. 6-inch embroidery hoops. They have little edges and then they'll snag your yarn and you don't want that. So I just hand sanded them a little bit. So there you go. There you go. Hopefully that's helpful, Kate. I like the idea of having the different like heights of them. Now, the only thing is with some of the yarn, like this yarn is very heavy. So my brim wants to fall. But once you have it on the table and you get it all situated, I think it's a great way to display them. So if I was doing an event like for selling them, I think I would have like, use some, I don't think you can see, you can't see. I would get some of these like, wooden crates, and I would like set them up and like have different layers so you have height to your table, make it very attractive and very adorable. I wouldn't have like a flat table and just lay your stuff out. Even if you're doing just like a church sale, guys, you want to sell some stuff, make sure you have some elevation and some height on your table. And so there you go. Hopefully that's helpful. Oh yeah, here Kim says, there we go. She uses a wig head for knitting hats, and I've seen where you can get the wig stands, like on Temu, whatever in the it's called, I don't know, or on Amazon. So how is it coming? Why is it popping up to Sandy's? Why is it doing that? I didn't do anything. I think it's my muted me. What in the world is it doing? It's going nutso. Hold on. I got to go back here. No. It should go. It only goes to Sandy's. Why is it doing that? Let me see if I can do it on here. Hold on. Can you hear me? What's it doing? Let's go there. Let me take this. Let me take her, remove from stage. That's what it did. It put you on the stage, Sandy. Are you going crazy? She's probably like, I better not be. We'll do a giveaway here in a little bit too, guys. Let me go back. There we go. That's so strange. Why does it keep popping you? I might have bumped my keyboard. Sandy's going to be like, what are you doing? Okay, you can hear me now. Because it muted me and it like took me off the stage. So I don't know what's going on. It's like going haywire. I promise I'm not doing it on purpose. Okay. All right. Well, here we go. Let me see who else is here. And then it like went all the way down. Cheryl is in Michigan. You probably told me before, Cheryl. Have you told me? I'm sure you have told me where you're at. But good afternoon to you. Margot is here. Good afternoon. We're enjoying our last day of sunshine and nice weather before the rain comes. Yes. I don't know if y'all can see, but it's getting dark here. I think we're going to get some rain. I was thinking about doing my walk before it started raining, but I don't think I'm going to get it in. Hello, Wendy. Wendy, thank you for sharing links too. And I'll address some of these questions here that were in the group. But thank you for sharing the links for, who was it that had questions? It was Debbie, I think, on the hat count and all of that. I'll talk about that here in a second, but thank you for being so helpful. Cheryl Wilkins, hello to you. And we have Carrie May, Kathy Williams in Tennessee. Oh yeah, Mason, Michigan. I know where that's at. Cheryl says, I'm not sure when our rain is going to start here in Mason. In Mason, there was like a horse show that I went to in Mason with Darren's family. I believe. Deborah Robertson, hello to you in Pilot Mountain, North Carolina. Awesome. Naomi's here from Houston. I guess I don't have to hit every time. I can just say hello to you, right? But I'd like to have your thing on the thing. Hello, Megan. How are you doing? Thank you, Sandy, for being here. I am so sorry that I kept trying to make you go on stage. Yeah, and Sandy's like, this is why I shall always have my video. Like, you could be on there with me, though, Sandy. That would be kind of fun. And Sandy's over on Twitch as Pixie Sands. That's actually Sandy, in case you want to check out her channel on the Twitch. On the Twitches. I want to call it. We shouldn't call it Twitches. On the Twitch. I like saying Twitch. Tammy, hello. She says it's stinking hot in Arizona. I think is it always hot in Arizona? Is it ever cool? Tell me this. I have never been. I'm sure Mr. Bant has, but I've never been there. But I just, in my mind, think of Arizona as always hot. And I think of everybody saying, but it's a dry heat. But if it's hot, it's hot. I don't give a crap if it's wet or if it's dry. It's still hot. Shauna Morgan in Smoky, California. It's smoking hot in California. That's not good. Take a sip. Yeah. Good afternoon, Darren. How are you? Are you eating your lunch? This is my husband, by the way, Mr. Bant. Watching on the YouTubes. Thank you for doing that. Rhonda Seals in Tallahassee. We only like Folgers. I like the Folgers black silk though. Yeah, I like that. But I got to tell you, this stuff is good. If you want some, I don't want to call it bougie, but we'll call it bougie. If you want a little bougie coffee, check them out. SallyGroundsCoffee.com. Molly is in the house. Molly's in the house. Hello, Molly. She's in the hot area of the country too. Shatika, is that how you say it? Good afternoon, blessings. Oh, she's crocheting. Shatika's crocheting. Let's see who else is here. Vicky Ad. We'll add Vicky. Hello, Vicky. Vicky Ad, thank you for being here. When you put it on your face, you look like Romper Room. When I put it on my face. Oh, the hat over my face? Oh, no. Oh, no, for Sandy's, probably. That's what you meant. Yes. Romper Room. You know, Cheri May, the Romper Room, the lady who used to do that, I think my dad knew her. That is crazy. The Romper Room. I used to watch Captain Kangaroo. Do you guys remember Captain Kangaroo? I loved Captain Kangaroo. And I think Bill Cosby was on that too. Actually, now that I think about it, that's funny. Am I dating myself? I think I'm dating myself. EJ's daughter, OMG, I just pulled my embroidery hoops out of the trunk as I was giving them to someone else. Now I'm going to keep, yes, do it. Yes, I think it's a great idea. And I was worried about it like holding up, but if you use that glue, EJ's daughter, that E600 glue, you can see it. You can see where we glued it. I was concerned because it only has like 2 points to glue it, but it's solid. It's solid. It is solid. I think it's a great idea. Y'all should do it. Share pictures if you do it. If you like have a table display, I want to see it. And you guys should do that. You guys, for anybody who sets up, if you're selling, share them in the group. Like share your display. Make sure you always take a picture after you set up. I know I used to forget to do that when I was doing stuff like that. Oh, we have Kindred. Hello, hey to you. Right back at you. Sandy, I'm so sorry. She's gonna be like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Okay. I want to address some of the questions that I have too. Did you guys see? Did you see what I did? I know y'all saw because I shared it. His legs got put a little crooked, and he's a little funny looking. But I thought he was cute. And I'll have to tell you the story of why I decided to make him. And you can see, like, I did his little feet. I didn't know how to do any of it. I just kind of guessed as I was going. But so little Mike Wazowski, if you wonder, like, that's what I was thinking of when I made it. But little one-eyed monster guy. And you could do like a big smile. I was debating because I think a big smile might be cute. If anybody wants the counts on this, I did write it down. It's a little hobbled though. It's not, I won't probably do any kind of a video because I'll mess with Disney. Like, I don't want to do anything that's messing with Disney because the copyright is, woo, you don't want to mess with it. I could say like one-eyed monster or something, but I want to address the question that who asked us. Hold on, let me get in there. I think it was Rhonda. She said, what do you do when you lose your knitting mojo? Mine was gone. I think Shauna might agree with this too. I think she was kind of struggling. I think a lot of us were struggling and we went to crochet through the summer because typically I'm like on it. I'm making stuff, doing stuff in the background, working on like things in the future, all the things. I'm not real good about getting my videos out or doing the tutorials or whatever, but usually in the background, I'm making stuff just because I feel like that, like the Mike Wazowski, because I have, the inspiration to do something. But through the summer, I was focusing on this pitch thing and getting the business side, like doing these workshops. I'm still kind of in that space, but this dude like helped me out of it. Like, I thought I made myself the other day bust out because this has been like all the parts were made. It was in plastic, in little Ziploc baggies waiting to be put together and like finalize all the like ends and stitch them together and all that. But then it got me going and now I have like my list and all the things. But don't, Rhonda, just don't. It'll come again. Like it'll come. But sometimes just getting moving gets you like motivated again. But I will say for me, and I think a lot of the others through the summer, most of us were crocheting. But like last summer, it was the tail end before I learned how to crochet because I've only been crocheting for, I think it was a year in the end of July. I don't know. Whenever Mr. Bant had kidney stone surgery, I don't know. That's when I decided to learn how because I didn't know before that. Really, I didn't really make anything more than a chain. So Rhonda, keep your head up. It'll come back. I promise you. And just like look on Pinterest and stuff. But we all have that ebb and flow where your creativity just kind of goes bye-bye. And I think sometimes that's why as crafters, we have a tendency to jump from craft to craft because we want we want to get excited about something again, right? A new project, a new challenge, a new something, to get the creative juices flowing. Sometimes I think that's why I'm excited about the workshops. I think sometimes if we could hang out, then that would make it easy to motivate you. But yeah, okay. So, and then I know I want to say something. Debbie and if you're not in the CranKnit network, you need to be in there. Get in there. Just go to that link, and then you just need to fill out stuff, and you'll get an invite. And then the invite, you click it, and you can download the app for the Circle app if you want to do it on a mobile device, if you want to be in the group, or you can do it web-based too. So yes, so I want you in there, so please join. But anyways, Debbie had asked about like how many rows for a hat, and then Wendy shared with her the little the 46 48 pin little sticker guide that has, in the adult it says 110 no brim, 130 with the brim. On my 48 pin machine, I think that's pretty accurate. On the 46, I don't think so. So it depends on your yarn, and I don't think the 46 and the 48, although that little guide says that they're equal, they're not. And if you have a more acrylic yarn, Debbie, then you're going to want to add more rows. Typically, even on the 48, like if you're making a hat with big twist value on the 48 pin, you're going to want to do more than 130 rows if you want a brim, just because it has a tendency to like, it knits tighter than if it's like a soft squishy yarn. It's going to have a little bit more give. So that's a good base point. But just everybody, when you're starting, be open to the fact that there's not an exact number, because now with Shauna's tension guides, you can kind of get your machine dialed in, and then you'll figure that out where it's not a hand tension thing. But for each yarn, it's different. For each machine, it's, like whether it's the bigger one and the smaller one, just know. So I don't know if that's helpful, but I just want to say that with a little caveat. But thank you, Wendy, for helping her and giving her the links. I know she wanted to watch cast off. I will tell you, watching people cast off, they all do it. Everybody does it a little differently. I say just release one pin at a time when you're first starting, because that you don't want to do all the work of doing like 130 plus rows and then you drop a stitch right at the end. You can pick it up, but it's not as fun. It's not as fun to have to deal with that, and it's very frustrating. So yeah, I don't know if anybody else had any other questions on there. I don't believe so. I think it was just Rhonda and then Debbie. So let me see who else is here. We have Sally Wyndham. What do I need to get started making beanies? I would say it depends on which machine you have. First off, if you want to do them on the circular knitting machine, you need a circular knitting machine. You can either get like a Centro 48 or an Addy 46. And they're very, wow, I'm losing dudes. They're falling down. Gravity's getting me. So the Addy 46, or this is the Z machine, which is, I hit myself in the head. Did you guys see that? You guys, somebody should be like clipping, like here's Cheri smacking herself in the head with their machine. This is just like the Centro 48. They're very similar in size, but you can see, the 48 is bigger. Obviously it's 2 pins, right? But it does make a bigger hat than the 46. So, and this purple and white one is just like the Centro. Let me hang it back up here. Oh, I got it. I'm doing it wrong. Hold on. I've been using my Addy a lot more since the tension guide, since Shauna's tension guide. So yes, but then I would say start with a soft squishy yarn, like a Lion Brian Heartland is like, that would be because it's going to make a beautiful hat. Your very first hat, beautiful hat. That would be my go-to if you can get it on sale, because generally it's good to get it on sale if you can get it on sale. That's a good one. If you want to just try it out, testing tubes and just seeing how things go, maybe go get yourself some Karen Simply Soft. You could do some big twist value. I don't know where you're located, Sally. So if you're in the States, those are all things you can get there. If you're in like across the pond, if you're in the UK or wherever you might be, I know that it's not the same yarn, but you want something that's going to go through the machine well. So soft and squishy is in a 4-weight or less. I would not mess with a 5, especially starting out. There are some 5s that'll go through your machine, but very few of them, very few. So, and then I would tell you also, just make sure you have, like, your machine will come with like, like a needle for cast off. I like a bent needle when I'm casting off. I like a bent needle. I love these. And you can get a pack of these on Amazon really inexpensively. The other thing that you will want as you go, that I say is a must have. If I can find mine here, hold on, I gotta move my coffee. Crochet hook comes with your the one that comes with your machine. Whether I don't know if the Addy doesn't come with a crochet hook, but if you can, these are nice. They're like small little plastic ones. They're very good for fixing drop stitches, but you want a loom pick too, because it's important for picking stuff up. And like when you're casting off, if you split your yarn, sometimes that'll happen when you're using your needle and you'll get in between your stitches, and you don't want to do that. You want to make sure that you're getting underneath that stitch and picking it up. But if you split it, I do it all the time, guys. I use my little loom pick and I pick that stitch up, and then I can pull my needle out and then fix it. So this is like I think it's a must have. I don't know if anybody else agrees with me, but I think a loom pick is a must have. They should come with the machines. Even though it's like a hand, a cranking machine, the loom pick is a definite need for a tool. So aside from that, that's all you need. You can go to town. You can go to town. Bump it. I don't want to bump anything else on my computer here. Let's see. Kindred says, one day I just woke up at 11:33. I bet that felt nice. 11:33. I don't know if I've slept that late since can't even tell the last time I slept that late. Like 9 o'clock was like the latest I've slept in a long time. Oh, yay! Molly says happy mail should be delivered today. So we'll be doing, oh, did you clip it? Oh, that's me hitting myself in the head. Hilarious. I will today, when we do the giveaway, we'll do a goodie package, and I'll make sure to include one of Molly's sets too in that, whoever wins today. She's sending some more. Thank you for that, Molly. I really appreciate you doing that too. Let's see here. Oh yeah, Cheryl says always horse shows, because I think they like the Arabian stuff was what Darren's family all did, and it was really fun. We had a fun time there. Connie, hello to you. Yeah, it's a little gloomy. I don't know if it's gloomy there in the fort, but it's pretty gloomy here. It was sunny when I got up, and then it's slowly getting like, and it got like right now it's very still. It was very windy, and now it's very still. So I think, what is it, the calm before the storm kind of thing? Sally's in Florida. Okay, yeah. So you should be able to get all of those lovely yarns. I would say visit a Joann's. Like I said, my favorite go-to for beginners would be Lion Brand Heartland, because you get a very nice hat, and the yarn works. I've never had a problem with it in the Centro or the Addy. So I think it'd be good. Linda says, here today from smoke from the Canadian. Oh, hope it goes away soon. Had for quite a few days now here. And that's the worst too. All the smoky, like I know Shauna said, the smoke. I know when we had it here really bad, was it last summer? It gets hard to breathe. And then like if I want to open the windows and it gets in the house, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all. Megan says, haven't been able to crochet anything for a bit because I ran out of the color I need, but that's okay. I will get more. You've been crochet. Talk about like losing their mojo. You have not. You've been crocheting all summer. Beautiful things too. Megan, just beautiful. You should show the first thing you ever crocheted and like what you're doing now. And that's such like, because it's just stunning, the little stuffed animals that you make. So they're really, you guys, you need to get in the group and see her stuff, or go to Pumpkin Bee Creations and see what she's doing. That'll give you some inspiration. Oh, Wendy said they've had snow in Tucson, so I guess it's not always hot there. Not always. Mr. Bant said, yup, probably to something I said a long time ago, because I'm like 24 minutes in, and that was like 12:09. Yes. Linda says, hope all is well with you today. Still smoky here today in the Northeast. Wendy, another heat advisory. They opened a cooling station. Oh, yeah, because if you don't have air conditioning, how hot, Wendy? See, that's just so tough. Dorothy, you are not late. Hot and sunny in Southeast Texas, Dorothy said. And Retta, I am drinking. I brought it out here to share. We'll give it another plug for anybody who came later. It's this coffee. It's very good. I think I did that link right, because I copied and pasted it. It's called Columbia Caturra Castillo. It's what, and I forget the guy's name again. Is it Mike or Dave? I don't know. I emailed back and forth with him. But one of the ladies that's on here, she's from Indiana. She suggested this to me to contact him, and I talked about maybe him sponsoring our coffee and chat. Well, and I wanted to try his coffee first before I'm like, let's sponsor. It's very good. This is my third bag that I guess it's a bag of coffee that I've ordered from him. It's very, very yummy. Very nice. Very nice. Very good stuff. And you don't have to you can get your roast. So like if you like a regular roast or dark roast, being able to pick, I like dark. I kind of like strong coffee. I like it to be strong. I don't put any cream in mine either. I just do a little sugar, a little bit of sweetener. I don't put any, like all of my family, they all put more creamer in their coffee than they have coffee in there, I think, but not me. I like it black with just a little sugar, or I could drink it black, just black, but all right, let's see who else is here. Oh, well, it's a lot of fun, Sally. It really is. It's addicting too. It's very as you can see, I've got all of the things, and you can't, like, I've finally packed away most of my hats, not all of them. I need to fluff some of the poms because they've gotten all like smushy. I do want to say something. I know I've talked about that before. I just racked my head on. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna knock myself out. I want to talk about, though, here, hold on. There goes my mail. Pom-poms. Because this is how they come. And they look hideous. So if you order like faux fur and then you get them and they're like, these look like very awful dead animals, Cheri. I can never put those on a hat. You need to use a hairdryer and fluff them so that they then in turn look like that. You can, like, they start like this and you fluff them and they look like, once you fluff them, they usually hold their shape really well unless they're smushed by something else. So just know that if you order the online pom-poms from like the Amazons, the faux fur, and they come like this, you just need to hit them with the hairdryer. Real hot. You can pick them out too with a comb. But and then they look really nice. And these are actually the smaller ones, and they still fluff up pretty nice. I do have, you can get big, huge ones like this. I've had a couple of these. These are like the ones you can get at Joann's. See, they're very large. I think they're too big, especially on a soft hat. I think look at the size difference. This is like ginormous. Yeah, anyway, I kind of like the look when I see them in pictures, but on my head, I think it looks like an animal crawled on there. But to each his own, and maybe you want the ginormous puffball thing. I don't know. Maybe you like that, and you can, and that's totally fine. What kind of a tag would you put on it? The tags from Molly, you could get, she does, I think you can get, can you do the sewn ones, Molly? I would not do a tag that is, hold on. I would not do one that has like this, like the Chicago screw, but you wouldn't have to use the Chicago screw. You could just use the tag, fold it over, and then stitch it on. I do know Molly had sent me samples initially where you could sew. I don't know if she has those. I'm going to look at her website. Hold on. And it's Golden Arm Creations. Golden Arm Creations is Molly's website.com, of course. goldenarmcreations.com. She might, yeah, she does. I think she has them where it has two little holes instead of the, yes, you can get the two little holes and then you can stitch them on. That's what I would do. I wouldn't get the single. I'd get the one with the two holes. And if you look on Molly's website right there, you'll see what I'm talking about. I might have a sample one where I can show you that Molly had sent me before. Hold on. I think I do, actually. I think I do. Maybe I don't. I might not have them. I might have given those all away. The ones I think I might have. Yeah, I think I gave them all away. The ones that have the little double holes, but that's what I would get and just stitch them on. But she has, and you can do the starter set. So if it's something that you want to personalize, she can help you out with that. Dorothy, she can set you up. But yeah, it has just two little holes and you can stitch it on. Good morning or afternoon to Chris from Peace River, Alberta. Finally able to catch you live. Smoky there. It must be lots of you guys having lots of Canadian wildfires, huh? Lots of wildfires in Canada, just like California. It's like the summer thing now. I don't like that though. It's not good. I do know that like a burn is, they say it's kind of good, but it's not good if there are people living there. Yeah, I don't know. Paula says prayers to you and your family for Debbie Craw. What did I miss? Did I miss something from Debbie? Oh, what did I miss? I see. Oh, and now it jumped here all the way back to the top. I'm looking. Debbie says, having a bad day. I just lost my favorite. Oh, I'm so sorry, Debbie. I'm so sorry. So sorry for your loss. So we'll be praying for you for sure. For sure. Yeah, we had it. Actually, we recently, and I don't think I shared it with all of you guys. If you're friends with me on Facebook, you saw a picture that I shared of, it was my mom's cousin. So you'd be my great cousin. He, they found him like dead in his home in his chair. He had a heart attack, like a massive heart attack. And I've got to call into, they're trying to get it all, because he didn't have any, like, he wasn't married, didn't have kids, anything like that. So, single guy. So they got to get all of his stuff in order, and I got to call back about that. It's really kind of sad, but because I think about him being alone. But I'm so sorry for your loss. It's tough. It's so tough. But you guys, we never know. So we never know when our time is. We just don't. We don't. Because I know there was somebody at our church. He was like 50 some years old. It was a brother of somebody, and he, end of his bed, had a massive heart attack, like 56, I think. You just don't know. And it's just so sad. Send me a friend request. Sally, if you want to find me on Facebook, you are welcome to do that. If I have a chance to look you up, I will, if that's what you're asking for the friend request. I know I have some of you, I've told you just friend request me, but if it doesn't look familiar, I sometimes just ignore them. But I will make a point if you do that. Let's see. 108. Are you kidding, Wendy? 108. Holy crap, that's hot. Sarah says I need to get my mojo going. Signed up for a market in November. I have some items in my bucket of doom to finish. Isn't that the worst? We like set stuff aside. I've got the same thing. We set stuff aside, and then you just don't want to. Either it's the inspiration just stops, and then I hear you, Sarah. Yeah, I'm kind of starting to feel the fall push a little bit. Like, I want it to be cooler. I'm ready to I don't know, sweatshirts and pumpkins and all the things. I don't know. I'm ready. I don't know about the rest of you. I am not ready to start school though. I'm still trying to get everything done. We're going to start right after Labor Day. I would like to have one more month off. Would that be possible? Can we add another month of summer? Because I am not ready. I don't know about all of you. I know everybody's went back to school if you're in public school. But for us homeschoolers, yeah. And then I feel like once I start seeing all the first day pictures of everybody's children, and then I'm like, we're going to start soon. I got to get ready. I never feel 100% ready. Usually about the time I feel like we're in the groove, it's like Christmas and we have to take time off, and then poop, because then you have to reset, Let's see here. Megan says she likes dark roast coffee. She likes creamer in her coffee. I like me a good latte, but not at home. I like to go and order it. Oh, there's Stacy. Matthew, that's it. Matthew. I'm like, it's David. It's Mike. It's Dave. I don't know. It's Matthew. You guys, you have to get some of his coffee. Y'all need to go there. If you like to drink a little bougie coffee, you like your strong flavors, and really, I will tell you, typically, and I thank you, Stacy, too, for connecting us, because it is so good. And he has different kinds. I just specifically asked him, I'm like, I like it strong. I like a dark roast. He suggested this. And it's like a women owned or run, coffee, where they get the beans from. It's all fair trade stuff too, guys. But But this has, like it says, it has vanilla, caramel, hazelnut, red fruits, and buttery like hints or notes. And it absolutely does. This time it's a little more cherry-esque, I think. It kind of reminds me of that than the last batch that I got. But it's just so good because it's smooth. But I will tell you, if I have multiple cups of this, I might be bouncing off the wall. It's pretty strong stuff, which is good. It makes me happy. Yeah, so y'all need to try it. Plus, I think he has like a where you can like get like samples of all the different kinds. So check it out. Check it out and then tell us what you think. You'll have to like chime in on what you think. PH Princess, hi to you. Let's see. Tim, hello Tim. How do I start? Like casting on or machines? I do have videos. If you go to YouTube, there's a CranKnit 101 series that has like talks about yarn, talks about like casting on, tension, all of that. You can check that out. If you're not sure about machines, then we can talk about that too. Star Trek Tribbles. What, Shauna? I don't know what that is. Yarn Works by is it Lydia? Sure, I'm going to make some bunny on small Addie. It's going to be my... Oh, awesome. Yeah, you should do that. You guys, as you start making more and more stuff, you're going to come up with ideas of things. I can guarantee it. I'm sure every one of you who's been doing this for a little while, you're going to be like, oh, I think you'll look at something and you'll be like, oh, I think I can make that. You should try it. Please don't knock it. I almost did, Paula. I almost did knock myself out. Are those 6-inch poms? The big one was. These are like a 4-inch, these 3, and they end up being like 3.9. The ones that you see me using most of the time, I did have 5-inch ones that I used, and I went back to these because I like them. I know they're a little smaller, but when you do the double poms, I think they're cute as all get out. So, like here, like when you do the double, I think these are just the cutest. And they're considered a 4-inch pom. I think I have, if you go to hoopandhome.com and click on the supplies tab, that goes to my Amazon affiliate shop. And I have the ones in there that I've ordered, and you can check them out and see. But I think they're considered 4-inch, but they're like 3.9. Molly says, yes, you have the sew on tags on her website. So if you need those sew on tags, and I would, for anything that's like maybe a garment or a blanket. I mean, you could use the blankets if it's for an adult, or you could totally use the Chicago screws. But you might want to do the sew on tag. And those are really soft. I think they would do well in being laundered. So maybe Molly can speak to that a little bit more. But I think they would be great. What measurements do you use when you put 2 poms on a hat? Mine look wonky. I will tell you what I do. I don't measure anything. I lay the hat out on a flat surface, and just so it's laying the way that I want it to lay. And then typically, I will lay the poms next to it where I think that it looks good. Which is like usually like there's like usually little indents here and here. And then I put my hand up through, and I use my skinny little hook, my skinny little crochet hook. And I just put my finger like kind of where it's at. And I don't have a real science to it. Sometimes if they look a little wonky, I'll take them back off and then I'll readjust them. But almost always, if I lay it down on a flat surface and I put the poms where I think they look good, then that's where I put them. And you can move them. If you use the buttons, like from Molly or Shauna, they both have pom buttons. These are ones that Shauna had given me or gifted a while ago. I don't know if she still has those on her site, but if you use the wooden buttons from Molly or the plastic ones, you can move them then. So let's see that. Let me see if I have one of Molly's here. There's another one like these. These are what Molly has, and they're so cute. And I think she can customize them too, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, that's what I do. Because I have that question all the time. Like, here's another one. I just lay it down. I look, and these are higher than what I normally, but see it's cute. Just lay it down and then just lay them next to it. And it's not really, I should probably have a measurement, but I don't. I just eyeball it. Let's see. Hello, Clinton from Florida. Is it Weinberg? Clinton M.H. Weinberg. Love it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Char's here. Hi, Pumpkin. Are you calling me Pumpkin? I call my oldest daughter. Well, actually, I called her Pumpkin Head because she had a huge head when she was born. It's kind of a joke. And she has a pumpkin tattoo now. Okay, let's see. I just hope I don't. What? Rhonda? You hope you don't die on the toilet. I hope you don't. Yeah. Oh, we were talking about. Yes. You know what? I have that same. I kind of have. I don't want to say fear. Rhonda, I kind of have that too. Because I've known two people. My cousin passed away from an aneurysm going to the bathroom. And then a friend or an acquaintance when I was younger, he was actually very young. Same exact thing. Like straining, going to the bathroom, and they ended up. But it was quick for both of them. So I don't know if it'd be all bad, except for then someone's got to deal with that. I feel bad for the person that has to deal with that. But yeah. So at first I'm like, what are you talking about? And then I know that I had mentioned that. Yes. Yeah, we have a Keurig too. We have you know what? We have where I could brew, but I don't want to waste any of this coffee. So I get the little baskets. So for this coffee, I just pour it into the little Keurig basket and then brew it. And it's really good. I got fuzz everywhere, guys. I need to put my air filter back on. That's crazy. You know, I have some that are high that I'm not even, we've only had just a handful of like 80-degree days. I don't think we're hitting the 90s, and I had a color for that. But yeah, that's insane, Wendy. They had to add another one. Yes, agreed. That's my favorite time of year to have a sweatshirt on. I like it just a little chilly. Yes. Amen, Megan, for sure. Yeah. Life is short. And you know what? It is, guys, because I think about, like, you know how you get the memory. Anybody else have the iPhone and it gives you like the memory, like this day, whatever. Kind of like Facebook with the pictures. I think, gosh, time just now. I'm going to be 51. And it's like, what happened? Like, it just went lightning flash. Now, I'll tell you, when I was in the midst of raising the babies, it felt like it was an eternity. But now it's just going so fast. So fast. Bant. B-A-N-D-T. Bant. Like Brant, but without the R. Because everybody spells it wrong. Everybody. It says, Sandra Garcia, hello to you. When ordering Boston coffee back in the day in Chicago, you would be ordering a coffee with a lot of cream and 2 sugars. Yeah. Nikita, my daughter's row blanket is far from finished, has been sitting still for a long time, and I also have 2 yip yips ready to put together. I have not made a yip yip. They're very cool. They are very cute and adorable, but I have not made one. 104, Rhonda. Ugh, I want to wear any clothes, but that's the way I felt when I went to Pennsylvania and it was like 90 some degrees outside. I'm like, clothes should be optional, except for then like people wouldn't want to like talk to me probably, but rocket fuel coffee. Follow Cheri. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that. Yes, do that. Since this is all new, like the Twitch stuff is all new. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Dorothy, I want to have my PJs on. I probably could. It wouldn't matter. I got to tell you though, guys, a lot of times I'm out here kind of late, and the other night I forgot to grab something and I came out and I was in my nightgown, and then I didn't have any pants on. But I'm like, who's going to see me? It's black, dark outside, right? There are people walking with flashlights. I'm like, oh crap. I need to like put pants on before I go outside, I guess. I will tell you guys, I had a little bit. Okay. I broke the handle on my Big Addy and I had to replace it. And then when I was making the Mike Wazowski, the big-eyed guy here, just want to knock stuff over. I had, we talk about how the 22 gets in a bind. Very first cast on, a little too tight, and I snapped one of my my little pins, my needles, one of my black ones. And I don't know, was it Connie? I think it was Connie when I was showing you what not to do. Was it Connie that I broke one before on there? But this booger just snapped right off. I didn't realize it till I was going for a while, and it was like falling apart. I'm like, what's going on? But I will tell you, this is the easiest thing to change on the Addies. So don't be, if you break a needle, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal, not. But I kind of wondering about the plastic over time, guys. Just from like the heat in here, because I don't have it cool all the time. I'm sure the heat is wearing a little bit on the machines and the plastic. And I wonder if they'll get brittle as time goes on. I was thinking about that when I was changing the needle. I bet that's the case. As stuff sits, the plastic's going to get brittle, is it not? So anyway, but I know that it was because I had a split, the yarn split, and I kind of like, and it went, and I didn't realize it till it was falling apart. So I've had a few things with that lately with my Addies with stuff breaking. But it's not uncommon for them to break. That's why they give you extra. So now I've not had them break on my less expensive machines. I've never had a broken needle on one of those. So there's that. Interesting. Oh, let's see here. Megan says, I'm trying to make an elephant. We will see how it goes, crossing my fingers. You will do. It'll be cute. It'll be cute as all get out because everything else you make is adorable. So I'm sure it will be cute. I think I even forgot the stitch. That has happened to me, Nikita. I have to like, when I was first doing my temperature blanket, I had to go back through and watch it again because I'm like, I don't think I remember how to do this. If I wait too long, my brain just like totally, that's the only thing about crochet that's a little bit of a pain in the butt. Is if you have a project and then you wait too long, then you gotta make sure you're organized. That's where like a project planner would be really good if you're an organized person. And you write down the stitches, you write down if there's a reference, all the things. I suppose it'd make sense if it was online because then you could just put the links in there, but I like to write stuff on paper. I don't know. How many of you, we should take a poll. How many of you have a book where you keep all your stuff in it? Like all your information? I didn't want, yes, Dorothy, I agree. I wouldn't use the screw. Sarah Randall, I have 3 or 4 dishcloths to sew ends on, 3 hats to put poms on, and 4 kitchen towels to sew ends and put buttons on. Then I have a bunch of yarn to crank for hats and a hat to hand. No. And a hat to hand now started. Hat to hand. I don't know what that is. You're doing good, Sarah. You're doing good. Lots of stuff though. And then do you get like me? I'm like, I have this to do and this to do and this to do. And then I just sit there. I'm like, I think I'll crochet. I think I'll get my temperature blanket out. That's where the temperature blanket is bad. Not going to lie. A lot of times when I want that quick fix of the creativity, I pull that baby out and I go to town. But then I get it. And then I don't come out and do the things that I want to do out here. And that has happened. As I've done more and more crochet, it takes away from my knitting projects. Not going to lie. It absolutely does. It does. Rhonda, by any chance, have you done any video on how to fix drop? I do have a video. It's not great, guys, but I do have one in that 101 series that I think Wendy referred to. And I've fixed them off too. Like if you can put, I don't have my crochet stuff out here, but if you put your stitch marker, if it's a drop stitch, fully drop stitch, not a tuck stitch, Rhonda, but you can fix it after it's off the machine. I've done it a few times. I would rather fix it on the machine because it gets your knitting back in order, if that makes sense. But sometimes if it's long, but typically if it's a drop, it's going to continue. So you have to fix it usually. But if you drop it right at the end and it does the pantyhose run, you can fix it when it's off. But yeah, there's lots of other, Rhonda, there's some other videos out there. I had a hard time with the other ones. I will tell you when I first started, it didn't click in my head how to do the little row and then pull them over and make sure your crochet hook's underneath and all the things. I will tell you, having one of these is having a itty bitty. Don't use a larger crochet hook. You will hate your life if you do that. These little skinny guys that are bendable work really well. Just be careful, don't break them, because I have broken one before. But these are the best for fixing. Plus you need the loom pick too, wherever I put it. Like I mentioned earlier, these are your friends when you're fixing stuff. You have to have them. I've tried, you will drop more stitches if you use a bigger crochet hook. So get a skinny little, you can use a metal, but if they're not flexible, Then sometimes it gets hard when you get up to the right to put your last stitch over the needle, and you don't want to break your needle putting it over. And if it gets really tight, sometimes it gets like problematic. But yeah, check out YouTube. There's some stuff on there. What are we? I think we'll do the giveaway here in just a second. For anybody who wants to join in the fun, I think I'm just going to do a goodies giveaway. I'll include, I still have I have not used the Fair Isle tool. I need to do that. Maybe I'll do that this weekend. I want to do a hat with Fair Isle tool from Shauna's, from Southpaw Fiber Arts, because I have one in my cute box. Guys, if you're newer and you haven't, see, this is the box they made me. It's so stinking cute. And I got all my goods in here, guys, but it has the Fair Isle tool in the top. I need to use it. So, and I think I'm kind of in that creative mode where I'm ready to give it a chance. And I've done just like one hat, 2 hats with Fair Isle like in it. But I haven't used the tool. So I've got one of those. I'll give, once Molly's stuff comes, I'll put one of the starter sets in there. I can show you what that looks like, because I think that's what's coming. I assume they look like this, and they're so stinking adorable. And then I'll make you some one-of-a-kind knitty sticks. And if I have another crochet hook, I'll throw that into to whoever wins. But we'll do that here in just a second. Let me see if there's anybody else. Anyone else? Switching to YouTube to watch you on the big screen. Oh, Tammy, that's so cool. I might be scary on the big screen though. My big forehead. I don't know. You want me to do, I think I will give, I don't know if I should do a tutorial on him. If you guys really want me to, it wasn't hard to do. I don't know. We'll have to see, Debbie, because of Disney, I wouldn't be able to call it like Monsters Inc. or Mike Wazowski or whatever. Even though it's free, I don't want to mess around with Disney because they're scary. I got his legs off though when I was stitching them on, and I used my things. It doesn't look bad, but I got him like one's over too far, and I was gonna fix it and then I didn't. But I think he's cute. I think he's cute when he has his legs crossed. This would be cute too on a hat, like for Halloween. I think it'd be adorable. And you could do this hat color and just put that on there, right? It's a little like heavy, but I think it would be cute, like a Monsters Incorporated hat. I will give you the row counts though. For anybody who's in the CranKnit network, I'll list those out and then you can do it. I will tell you that I wasn't sure how I was going to do little feet. This was kind of a little bit of a tricky trick. But I did like a circle. It's really, I can see doing this for paws for like cats and things. See, wouldn't that be cute? Like animals, like other, but it's a separate piece that I sewed on to make the foot. And then I did the same thing for the hand, and I just didn't do it as big, and it kind of worked. I didn't do the white though. But yeah, maybe we should do it. Maybe I'll do it. I don't know. We'll see. But I will share. I'll be happy to share it with those that are in the CranKnit network. Got to be in there to get the counts. I'll share the counts with you. Wendy says, I always say, if you are a neighbor, you will probably see me in an undressed state at some point. I'm very unconcerned about my skin. Yeah, well, like it's just, if I wear a bathing suit to the beach, who gives a crap if I'm in my underwear, huh? Right? Whatever. When you get older, when we're older and wiser, we don't give as much of a poopy doos, right? Abel, hello. How are you? Yeah, see, okay. Dorothy says, Wendy, I'm getting that way. Helps. See, I don't live on 4 acres. And we have all these people that come for like touristy stuff. Touristy. Deborah says, yes, she has a notebook. Debbie has a notebook. Rhonda has a notebook. Wendy has a notebook. Naomi has a notebook. Megan needs a book. I don't have a book, but I just look at the picture and just go for it and hope for the best. Because you need to write your stuff down, Megan, because the stuff you're doing is so cool. And then you'll have it for later because you know someone else is going to say, I want one of those things that you made on the whatever. Kim says, I do God have a book to write things down. Cheryl says, oh, I have a book, but do you think that I put information? I have several project planners and I have not used this thing. I do collect, like, I love me some planners, guys. I love me notebooks, and I have stuff all over in them. Clinton says, I use a book too. In fact, I made one and sold on Amazon. Do you still sell it? if you sell it, Clinton. We gotta find if you still sell it on Amazon. I know that that's like digital goods are good on Amazon. I bought one that's for knitting and crochet. That's very nice, but I typically, guys, I'll show you mine. It's almost full, but I scribble in it. And then half the time I can't read my writing later. But see, I do. I try to keep it, but I don't have it organized, and I need to be more intentional. Like here's all my counts for, I have Mike M. Can you guys all read that? No, you cannot, because my handwriting is sloppy. And sometimes I will write down a row count and I'm like, okay, I didn't put what that body part was. I just need to be more intentional. But I still haven't found a planner. Maybe Clinton's would be good. That has exactly what I want. Like where it needs to be for circular knitting, I think. Probably somebody's made them, I'm sure. Rhonda says, I track my quilts and afghans with books. I do not do hats at this point, but I'm not that fancy yet. You're going to be that fancy, I am sure. Lisa says that I do not have a book, but I have individual sheets of random paper with notes. I do also have this too, like of the patterns. Mine's not like of the patterns that I do, like that I buy, or if I do a pattern test for somebody, I do put them in here in my little binder. So I have a little bit of organization, but not just enough to be messy, not enough to be organized. Nikita said, I would like to do with my cooking recipes. So yes, that's an awesome idea. An awesome idea. I do. I also have a scrapbook with a photo of all. Oh, see, that's cool. Linda, we need to have you like come and talk to us on how to do that. You need to like tell us exactly what you do. And because I think that's a great idea. Having a picture of the project and then the information, I think that's a great idea. We should all do that. All right, Linda's probably a scrapbooker by nature. Is that like a scrapbooker? I don't know if that's a term. I'm going to say it is. I knit, so I know it can be. I just twist it wrong. Scrapbooker. Okay. I saw that, Sandy. Let's do the giveaway. Let's do that now. Let's go ahead and do it. Why doesn't everybody put, I have a notebook. Oh, I do. That's the one that I ordered, Wendy. That's the one I have, but I've only put a few things in it. And it is kind of cute. I can share it with you guys, but I don't use it like I should. But hashtag goodies, no space, type it in the chat there, and we'll get you added for the giveaway for today. I want the big one. So hashtag goodies. Let's do it. Anybody can do it, even if you won before. Doesn't matter. Even if you're in Timbuktu. Like, I don't even know where that's at. You can win. And like I said, I'll put together a little package for you. It probably won't go out until, like everybody's this week didn't go out until late. But I still promise I will get it to you. So we'll give you all a minute to get that in there. I will tell you something that I use Pirate Ship when I ship this stuff out. And I've been doing stuff that's like this SurePost through UPS because it's been cheaper. And they actually gave me, like, I didn't have my weight right, and they gave me a credit. They actually gave me money back. I couldn't even believe it. I'm like, who does that? Maybe UPS is better than USPS. Oh, and the PJ Mommy sent out an invite. Clinton, you need to join us in the CranKnit network. Please do that too, if you're not already in there. All right. Does everybody get their hashtag goodies in there to win some goodies? You won't regret it. You will love it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start collecting. So let's see. We got 28. That's pretty good. 28 people. Anybody else? Anyone? Yeah, okay. Sandy says that Clinton still sells the book. We're going to need to get Clinton in there. All right, guys, here we go. Oh, Tammy McClure. Make sure you take, I'm gonna wait just 1 second before I do it, because she did hashtag and goodies, but it has a space. And if it has a space, it will not pull you. So try to put a hashtag and goodies and see if that'll work. Oh, yep. I think somebody did. Sarah Randall did. We're going to see if we'll give her 1 more minute here. Maybe she can get it in there. There's 30. Yay. Good. Okay. I'm going now since she did it. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win today? Who is gonna win today? Oh, see, that it jumped. Did you guys all see that? Like I was gonna say, oh, Tammy, yay, Megan won, woohoo! It like jumped from Tammy to Megan. I thought Tammy got it. Tammy, you'll have to come back next week. Hopefully you can win it. You're welcome. Megan from Pumpkin Beat Creations, and you can. I think I have your address, Megan, but will you just email me again at Cheri@hoopandhome.com, your address, and I will make sure to get it sent out to you. Congrats to you, my friend, my crafty friend. Okay. I thought it was going to be Tammy, though. Did you guys see it on my screen? It like stopped for a minute, and then Megan just like, boom, jumped in there. All right, guys, that's all I got for today. If you ever have questions, make sure you like join the CranKnit network, and there is a slew of helpers in there. Like we have Wendy, and we have, Sandy and Nairo and Claire and Shauna and Molly and Dorothy, and everybody's in there, and they're very helpful. And if you're just getting started, and even if you're not, and you've done this for a long time, or you're just, maybe you're just getting started with circular knitting, but you've crocheted or knitted for a long, get in there, just get in there, hang out with us. We'd love to have you. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for being here and hanging out with me today. And you know what I say, go make something and stay cranky. So we'll see you Sunday, come on Sunday for getting to know Southpaw Fiber Arts. The link is in CranKnit Network for that. And I also have a Facebook event. So I hope you can come join us. So we'll see you later. Have a good one. Bye now. See ya.